Hi, it's Sarah, and welcome to Sarah's Cozy Kitchen. Today, I have one of my favorite Christmas cookies. Well, actually, I'm on day number 34 of 64 of my favorite Christmas cookies, but this is one of my favorites. These are Sugar Cookie Kiss Blossoms. So it's basically, instead of the peanut butter blossom cookies, it's the sugar cookie version. So I have one daughter that loves peanut butter and another daughter that doesn't like peanut butter. So I've already done the peanut butter ones, and this is for my other daughter, and she loves these. Super easy to make, and so I'm going to go ahead and get started. So I've got the oven preheated to 350 degrees. I've got 1/2 cup of butter, and I usually use a glass bowl, but I'm on recipe number 3 today, and they are dirty. So we are down to using my regular bowls. Okay, 1 cup of sugar, because these are sugar cookies. You can use your stand mixer. I'm gonna hand mix these this time because this is a really easy recipe. 1 egg, 1 bowl. I'm all about easy in the kitchen, making things easier and not harder. Okay, we're gonna mix that in a little bit. 1.5 teaspoons of vanilla. Okay, that looks good. You can measure this out. 1.5 teaspoons of vanilla. Okay, mix that up. So let's talk about the kisses is the best part of this. So this time of the year, okay, now we need, oops, I opened the wrong one, flour. We need 2 cups of flour. Okay, there's so many different types of Hershey's Kisses now. So my favorite ones to use are the sugar cookie ones. But after Thanksgiving, I am not a shopper and I don't feel like going to the store because there are so many people at the stores. So I'm using the Hershey Kisses that I have, and I have the milk chocolate Santa hat ones. So I think they're going to be just as good. 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda. Now, if people are asking about the salt, I use salted butter. So I omit the salt out of this really old recipe that I have. Okay. I'm going to read my... Yeah, that was right. Okay, 1/4 of that. 2 tablespoons of milk. So go ahead and do that. And I love this recipe for a reason I'm going to share with you in just a minute. You're gonna love it. Oh, the dogs might be making an appearance. I've got one behind me for the people that love to watch the dogs. Okay, that's gonna get a little thicker now. The kitchen's going good today. We've made microwave peanut brittle, 3-minute fudge, and now these. I had to batch cook today because now with all the holiday stuff coming up, like I am super busy because I do work full time still on top of all this baking that I do. And it gets really busy for me at the end of the year. Plus trying to find all these Christmas presents. All right, now this is the fun part. So we got the dough done. Okay, I got to make a little room here. My kitchen's not set up great for filming because I have the sink is kind of in the middle. So I kind of got to use this end piece. Okay, so now we are going to grab my cookie sheet. Go ahead and use parchment paper if you want. This cookie sheet, nothing sticks to it, so I don't ever usually use parchment. And then we need our little sprinkles next. So you can use red and green. I've got 2 little ramekins because I like a variety. So I'm going to pour my green sprinkles in one and red in another. So these are the fine sprinkles like this. Like that. All right, so now we take our cookie scoop. And take our cookie like this. I'm put it in my hands because I like them perfectly round. And then we're going to roll them in the sugar like that. And then we have green and red. Or you can just do one color if you don't want to do just one color. Or if you have a theme, like red or green, or these are very festive. Okay, so this takes a little while because you have to do this with every single one. So I am going to not keep you on here for that amount of time. But I am going to try to get a tray done. So I'm going to make them pretty and kind of do the one after another like this. Well, Granny, did you want to make an appearance? Granny. Granny. Nope, Granny's sleeping in the kitchen floor, so she's not. Sand-Dog might. All right. So then what we're going to do is we're going to bake these at 350 degrees, 12 to 13 minutes. Depending on your oven to get them done. And then we are immediately going to press a chocolate kiss or a sugar cookie kiss, or whichever one you decided to do for the kisses, right into the middle. And then you're going to let them cool. Onto my red one. Then you're going to let them cool, and they are set to go. I just wanted to get one complete tray done here before I put them in the oven. There are other colored sprinkles. If you're, like I said, there's pastels, and if you want to do the Grinch color, I think there's Grinch ones. If you wanted to do other Christmas type colors, I tend to gravitate towards red and green. And you can also do a few that don't have sprinkles if you have some people that just really are a little bit, think that adds too much sweet. So just don't put the sprinkles on if you think that it adds too much. There's a little bit of variety available in this recipe. Okay, because I've got some cross-contamination of my sprinkles, I have a couple that are red and green. Okay, that was my oven saying that it was going to be ready. Okay, I'm going to do 3 more. 2 more. Okay, it looks like this recipe is going to make about 24 of these. I had never paid attention before to how many it made. I'm about halfway through. And we'll do the last one in red. Okay, I'm going to bake them for 12 minutes, and then I'll pop back on here, and I'll show you how to put the kisses in the middle soon as they are done. Okay, so they're going to go in the oven like this. When they come out, we're going to unwrap the Hershey Kisses. Don't put them in wrapped. And we're going to plop them right in the middle as soon as the cookies are done. And then I'll show you what they look like when they're done. Okay, our 12 minutes is up. So I'm going to check the cookies. I've got my Kisses unwrapped back here. Oh, yep, they're good. Actually, I'm going to go 1 more minute. Not quite done. But in the meantime, I'm going to show you what we do. So we're going to put a thing over here. I'm going to grab all my kisses. I wonder, does anybody know if they sell unwrapped kisses? I'm going to look that up because it takes a long time to take all the wrapping off of this stuff, especially if you're making a lot of these cookies. I'm making 12, so I can show you what they look like right at this moment. My first tray was 12. But I'm just curious if they make unwrapped kisses. I bet they do, because that would be a very good marketing thing on their side for Hershey's. So like I said, I'm using the chocolate. These are the Santa hat ones, but I think the cookies and cream one are really good, or the sugar cookie. There's a sugar cookie one with the swirls would be really cute in here too. But I think the chocolate always just sets off the tone of the cookie inside of a white cookie. So I tend to go with chocolate with these. You could use peppermint. Peppermint would be good too. Okay. So, beautiful cookies right out of the oven. My red ones almost look a little pink. Okay, so now what you do, you take the kiss and you press it down right into the middle of each cookie, like this. I missed one. That one spread out quite a bit. And there you go. And we have our yummy cookies. So no, these are gonna cool right on the cookie sheet. And I'm just gonna make sure I get those pressed down in there. And as soon as they are done, they are ready to eat. But you can store these in the, you can store these in the freezer, and which I do all the time because I bake so much and do big cookie trays. So I store them in the freezer, or you can store them on the counter for 2 to 3 days before they get too dried out to eat. So I hope you enjoyed this video. And like I said, I have so many videos in this baking series that are so good. But today is December 1st, and I looked at November's analytics, and the haystacks are definitely number one. The peanut butter balls, the Oreo balls, and the Chex clusters are the top 4. So if you just search in my channel, you can pull all those up, or watch the holiday baking series, which has 32 videos right now for those particular cookies. They're the best. There's a lot of cranberry stuff in there that was really good too for Thanksgiving. But now a lot of people are turning to the red and green things. Oh, and the Grinch cookies. You should check out the Grinch cookies. They were popular too. So anyway, we'll see you next time.